And that brings us to our last presentation. So this is Abhiraj, Aditya Singh, and Prathmesh, Khurana, and we welcome FrostFit. It's a protein ice cream in different flavors. I, in fact, bought one and I have become a fan, so you should try them too.
Good afternoon, investors in the audience. I would like to start by asking you a simple question. What's the first dessert you can think of? Any answers? Well, for me, it's ice cream. But there's always been this one problem. Your parents are saying there's no nutrition. It's a waste. Why are you even eating this? Well, that's why me and my friend Abhiraj introduce to you FrostFit. Our tagline being, empower your body one scoop at a time.
We identified a problem. Indians lack protein. We are mainly a vegetarian nation. Everybody knows it. And because most proteins found in eggs and lean meats, India is not a very high protein country. And let's face it, almost all protein bars and shakes don't just have the same feeling as ice cream. So we made FrostFit, a protein-packed ice cream to take the guilt out from your guilty pleasures. FrostFit makes the world's favorite dessert, guilt-free and packed with protein. We use whey, which is one of the 2 essential proteins found in milk. We'll use less fat overall than also the average ice cream. That's why we make the world's best ice creams. What makes FrostFit the product you need? Number 1, we have reasonable pricing. Unlike most ice cream brands which use exorbitant pricing and charge you and burn a hole through your pocket, we add protein and keep that to a reasonable price. Maximize protein. 1 scoop of FrostFit ice cream has 7.5 grams of protein. For comparison, an egg has only 6 grams. Imagine eating ice cream for your breakfast instead of boiled egg. Maintain taste. FrostFit maintains the taste of ice cream while adding the nutrition as well. Why would people buy our product? In a survey conducted by us, nearly 86% of people said they would consider buying our product and 14 said they would consider buying it. That's like 100% of people said they would like to buy our product. People are always health conscious, but this product will make their guilty pleasure a guilt-free pleasure.
See, at the end of the day, a business has to make its profit. So let's get down to the unit economics. The cost price per cup comes down to 55 rupees and our selling price is 150 rupees. That gives us a gross margin of 64% or a profit of 94 rupees. Our future plans. So ice cream is one dessert, but there are multiple desserts which we can expand into. Further, we're also looking to expand into flavors such as raspberry and strawberry. We're also thinking to introduce more natural proteins like plant protein. Thank you.
So why don't we? Ice cream, you scream, we all scream.
Ice cream.
That was a very energy-packed presentation, especially being the last one and especially during lunchtime. Thank you so much for giving the ice cream because my stomach's screaming. But I must say, you've identified the need which is absolutely relevant and people do not have a protein access in the diet. And so how do we get more sources of protein, right? So that the thought is great. What I would want you to think about is in terms of when you're making, so there are different kinds of people who would want to eat this ice cream. One is the one that wants to have the protein equivalent. The challenge is the sugar in it. Now, how do you want to make the ice cream healthy? When you say guilt-free, you also want to think about the sugar content, right? Have you solved for it yet?
So not as of now. We're planning to expand into sugar-free ice creams as well. But one more thing about the sugar is that when somebody goes to the gym, the sugar acts as a carb and it gives the energy for the people as well.
Okay, so you are largely targeting gym goers then?
Gym goers is a big market of ours, but we're also targeting like health-conscious people who are really thinking that they lack protein in their diet.
Okay. Something around the sugar aspect, you don't have to solve for it today, but as you think about your brand extension, you want to think about the sugar content as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into that in our future
But
plans.
I get the protein addition, Yeah.
I actually really like that idea of imagine having ice cream for breakfast instead of an egg, right? I think that positioning is really different and unique. And I think the idea that it's not really ice cream in the dessert sense. It's now you're in a position to actually replace a meal because of the protein. And if you could solve the sugar, right? I think it becomes quite a different position than all the niche ice creams that are coming. So you're almost like saying, listen, let's give you what you want in a healthier flavor. Why do you have to wait for after the meal? This is the meal. And the meal is breakfast, right? So I think you're onto something with that statement. Maybe think about that a little bit more and see where you can go.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks, guys.